have David, we have Cookie Peden, we have Mike, Jason, I'm sorry, I've got Scott. So that is our agenda. What were you saying, Murphy?
I'm just saying hi to Roper.
Oh, okay. Okay. Jason, do you want to?
Robin, can I have permission to share my screen? No.
She's muted. We have only one case on the agenda today, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you grant you share? Okay, good. Copy.
Did you call the meeting to order?
Yeah. We do have a quorum. The meeting is hereby called to order at 10 o'clock on, oh, wow, Tuesday, December the 7th, infamous day in history. Okay. Jason, it's all yours.
Good morning. All right, we've got one case this morning, or one application. It's application number 21102-10003. It's an application for a certificate of appropriateness by Paul Santoyo of Artographics, Inc. for a 139.6 square foot LED illuminated sign. The subject site is 2668 Laclede Street, Suite 120 on the northwest elevation. This is located in the McKinney Avenue Special Sign District. The zoning is PD 193, Subdistrict 152, Tract 2. This is a business zoning district. It does meet all applicable code. Here is an aerial of the site. You can see it's on the northwest elevation facing Laclede Street. And the zoning. Here is the applicant provided location map. They've kind of twisted a little bit to where they've got it on the north side of the building. Good morning, Commissioner Hawk.
Good morning.
We were just going through Jason's briefing, so thank you for joining us.
Here is a aerial photo the applicant provided from the back side of the building.
Jason, one point of clarification before we go any further. Okay, it says it's on the northwest elevation, and you said they twisted it and it's showing where on their location map?
Their map, they kind of rotated, so they've got it on the north side. It's this little X right here. I can zoom in a little bit so you can see it.
If this goes on to CPC, then you can just clarify. That's
Yes.
okay, thanks.
All right, here's an elevation view. The site's still under construction, so we don't have any good photos of what the building will look like when it's finished, but this is kind of a rendering there. And here's a larger view of that little picture. It's kind of from an extreme angle, but you can still get the idea of exactly where the sign's going. Here's the measurements for the detail. Again, the sign is 139.6 square feet. And here's a view here of the construction. The sign is entirely metal, plastic, and LED. They're reverse channel letters painted white with halo lighting that's white. The letters are 3 inches deep and they're stud mounted 1 1/2 inch from the facade. This sign is considered a flat attached sign on a low-rise building. And the sign does not project more than 8 inches, which is what the code allows. Just a couple highlights on the McKinney Avenue District Code. They do prohibit the use of plastic except under certain conditions. In this case, since the back of the sign is actually plastic, so the light can get out, it is okay. The faces of the signs would be considered metal. The only light sources that the code lists are cold cathode, neon, and incandescent. We kind of talked about this the last meeting, but we do allow for an LED replacement since it's used in the same fashion as what a neon reverse channel letter would be. Some more highlights. No attached sign may be erected on a facade unless it faces a right-of-way that's adjacent to this property. And this one actually faces Laclede, so that works out. The quadrangle allows all attached signs for a lower level facade to be up to 10% of the facade. This one only occupies about 4% of that facade. And as I mentioned earlier, no flat attached sign can exceed 8 inches on the projection. This one is around 5. You can see here, we've got some proposed engineering as far as mounting methods, different kinds of hardware. Here is some of the site photos. This is looking southeast down Laclede. You can see the facade here. Again, it's all under construction, so it's not looking like it's supposed to yet. This is one facing northeast up Laclede. Here's some more site photos here. This is a straight on view from the parking lot. And here are some at the north and south angles. This is looking across the street. You can kind of see this work suite sign. I've got it in another picture. It's actually in another district, so it's not under the same regulations. This is looking to the southwest. There are some apartments here. And here are some of the signs around the district. This is the work suites. It's some plastic face channel letters. So the faces actually light up on that one. This is the apartment on the same side of Laclede to the north, the Amley quadrangle. That's a push-through cabinet. So it's got metal faces and the acrylic pushes through. Here's a little blade sign they've got, same type construction. And then I kind of did a walk around the block. Here's a cabinet here that's metal faced with white plastic. These are all in the same district. Some reverse channel letters. Here is on the Howe Street side. You can see the Republic title and then some reverse channel letters here. And there's just some non-illuminated letters flat attached there. And then on the Howe Street side, there were quite a few other signs. Here's a nice reverse set of channel letters. Some more here, some painted applied signs. And some painted applied signs here and here. And this was located actually on the inside of the property for Theater 3. Some of the old incandescent bulbs. It doesn't face the right of way and it's not visible from outside the property, but I thought it was kind of a neat looking sign, so I took a picture of it. And it does fit the characteristics of the district as far as what sign requirements there are. Staff recommends approval.
Okay, you hit the thing the question I had about the plastic. And is that true for that entire district now, that if it is allowable to have plastic as a background?
That's correct.
Okay.
So basically they could have a metal face with cutout letters and then the plastic would back against the face, or they could have, I think it's set up to 15% of plastic as a decorative aspect of the face. Or it can be on a marquee sign, like for a theater where they have the big changeable copy. And those are the only conditions that plastic can be used in this district.
Okay.
There are a few other districts like it, but this is one of the main ones where that comes up.
And Jason, I'm sorry, I'm trying to scroll through and find it in my notes. What were the colors being used for the sign? I do not remember.
They're all white. Everything is
Okay.
white. When you go
Yeah,
back to
because
that
the
slide.
old sign was the red with the incandescent bulbs.
Yeah, the letters are white, the returns are white, which is the side of the letter. The lighting's gonna be white. It will halo light against the wall, so no light is coming out the front.
Okay.
So it's backlit, basically, it's kind of shadowing. When you say halo light, it's kind of glowing
Yes.
around the letter.
Backlight has kind of been a weird term just for educational fact. Backlight means the light comes from behind or inside the sign. Front light means the light is outside the sign.
Okay.
That definition has kind of got twisted throughout the years to where you see light behind the sign or you see light coming out front, and that's not necessarily the way it was traditionally used, and that's not the way our ordinance uses it, which is why I clarify.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Do we have any other questions, Murphy? Todd?
Pretty simple.
I agree. No questions.
No questions? If there are no questions, then do we have a motion? I'm sorry, Commissioner Hogg, I forgot his. Did you have any questions? I'm sorry.
No questions.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do we have a motion then?
This is Todd. I'll motion to approve.
Todd makes a motion to approve. Do we have a second for that motion?
This is David, I'll second.
David does a second. Okay, and we will do our roll call vote since we are sort of hybrid today. Some of us are virtual and some of us are in person. So Todd, your vote, please, sir.
Approved.
Approved. Murphy?
Approved.
Commissioner Hawk?
Approved.
David?
In favor.
And the chair votes in favor. So it stands approved unanimously. And that, okay, we need to go then and go over the minutes. And Jason had sent amended copies of the minutes. So I don't know if everybody's opened their email late last night or early this morning and picked those up. But, and Jason, do you have your copy of the minutes that we need to sign off on? Because I want to be sure I'm looking at the right
I
copy.
do. Let's see, that is, yes.
Is this here?
Yes.
Okay. If you would look over your minutes, and I don't see a timestamp on the bottom of this one, when was it sent? I need to go back to email so that everybody
I think the
who's
one I
remote
sent you
can see
was
them.
probably around 4:30 this morning.
About 4:30 this morning.
I think everybody else received it around 8 or 8:30.
Okay, 'cause
Yeah, 8:25.
okay, so if you'll look at the timestamp on your email, what we're requiring now to vote on, since it has been amended, is about 8:30 this morning. I think you sent it to me earlier than that, Jason. I think you sent it to me about 5:30 this morning.
Let's see.
I'm gonna look at the hard copy then, since I'm the oddball. Okay. Would you glance over these and see if you have any other changes that we need to make to the amended minutes?
5:48 was when I sent it to you.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Jason. I think the main concern was the first minutes sent out were, the motion was to deny, and we voted to accept the denial. In other words, we voted for denial. And that was because of the way it sometimes is worded. It was a little confusing, and the way it reflected in the original minutes was incorrect. This now states that we did vote to approve the denial of the application. And then we had the one that was withdrawn. Did anybody see anything else that we need to change or modify? In that case, do we have a motion to approve the amended minutes? David made a motion.
A motion to approve.
David moved to approve the minutes. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Hawk seconds. All those in favor? Let's see, we'll go through our roll call again since we're hybrid. Okay, Murphy's waving, he accepts. Todd and Commissioner Hawk, all three on our virtual channel. David and I both vote aye to approve the minutes, so the minutes stand approved as amended. Okay, guys, that concludes everything we have. Did you have anything else for us, Jason? In that case, we have completed our business. We don't even need a motion to adjourn. However, we do at 11 o'clock have the ADSAC committee meeting. If you serve on that committee, could you sign back in at 11 o'clock this morning? And I don't know if Scott and Tamara are going to be joining us here or virtually. So hopefully we'll have, what is our quorum requirement, Jason?
I believe it's 4.
Because Murphy's on that subcommittee. Commissioner Huck, I think you are, if I recall correctly. Todd, are you on the ADSAC as well? Okay.
Yeah.
So we should have a quorum even if neither of those people can make the meeting. Okay.
Well-
Thank you. We will, I'm sorry, what, Murphy?
I'm an